better. I just haven't spoken any of them.
Okay. Well, I can say that you're good, strong here. Whether that's any different from your other location, I can't tell you.
Yeah, well, the antenna was favoring the north, so by me raising the south side, I don't think it should have changed anything between us. I was doing some tests on the WebSDR, especially that Rich was having an issue hearing me. I'm making it into Alabama, and that was 20 minutes ago, so I should be even stronger in Alabama now. But I was just on 80 listening to some guys. I just uploaded a video on Signal. This guy in Boston's got some real nice audio. You should have a listen to it. And DJ, I have the live stream on. We're back live again here in beautiful Fort Salonga, New York.
Ah, very good. I haven't done my streaming since April. March, I think was the last time. March, April, somewhere around there. So I have not done any streaming. I should get everything up and running again, just to keep the cobwebs blown out.
QMA, good evening, DJ and Doug.
Well, hello, John, with a booming signal.
Yeah, DJ, you're 15 over. Doug, you're 20 over. Good signal. Band's pretty quiet so far.
You're solid 20.
You're a solid 30 to me, John. It's unbelievable, and I've got the live stream on. You got to hear yourself.
All right. Yeah, it's been. I've been grateful to see that there's been a lot of progress with the Anon firmware and software in just a short time. So I think Art should be getting his shipping notification probably any day now. Maybe tomorrow, or if maybe he got one today. Who knows? Guess we'll find out.
You are extremely strong. I think you're overloading my receive. Do you hear that fluttering, DJ, on him?
I'm watching the live stream, Doug.
Oh, did you hear John just transmit though? Yeah, I think it's. Do you hear that, DJ? I need to know. He's watching the live stream. You got to hear. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a bass response, but I'm hearing like a very strong proximity effect. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I think it's because you're 40 over at times.
Yeah, John has a lot of reverb there as well. It's very strong reverb.
Yes and yes to both of those. This should help. I might have had the low frequency cranked up too high. Did that help a little bit?
It's not bad, so I don't want you to. It's just different. No, I hear it still. It sounds like when you're tapping the microphone constantly when you're talking.
Well, let me see. What about now? Is that a little bit better?
I think that is better. You can listen back to it. It was very strong before. I thought you were overloading my receive. Seriously.
Okay, I missed you there. My IDR went off. KC2QMA.
I was just saying, no, it sounds, it's better. It's just, you're so strong. That NFED is something else.
You know, it could be, if I'm really strong, that pumping sound could be the AGC on your receiver. You could try setting it to slow or something like that, and that might help with that. Yeah, because if I'm hitting you, like you said, 30, that might be just squashing out your receive gain a little bit.
Yeah, because it's not there all the time. I just change it to slow. Let's see if it goes away. You sound great. It just might be because you're hitting me so hard.
Yeah, possibly. Well, DJ, you're sounding pretty damn good tonight too. The band's just very quiet, so it's nice. I'm not even using my noise blanker tonight, which usually I have to turn that on.
Just the odd little static crash.
Yeah, I just shut NR2 off and it's quiet.
Yeah, the NR2 is pretty good. I only use that when you really have to use it, but out of all the noise reductions, that one does seem to work the best.
I leave my NR2 on all the time and the ANF on all the time.
Yeah, NR2 I have on most of the time, 99.9% of the time. ANF, no. I don't have that on, DJ. DJ, that muddies up the audio a little bit. I would only put that on if something's in the bandpass.
I'm trying to look. Yeah, I mean, normally, if band conditions are good, I try to turn all that stuff off if I can. And I get the AGC gain as low as I can to where I just pick up the stations that I want to hear and all the noise drops off. And boy, that works perfect. The auto is good, but I still do manual gain. I feel like it's just easier to set it by ear.
Yeah, I leave it on. I've been leaving it on auto a lot lately. I used to do it manually, but it's with the loop. The loop is very quiet, so I don't mind the auto.
Well, it sure is nice to have that feature to begin with.
Oh yeah, it really is. Absolutely. So I raised the south side of the antenna, John. I pulled it up another 15 feet because this thing was favoring north and west. So I need one of these southern boys to hop on here and see if they hear any difference.
Okay. And you changed all the wire to a bigger gauge?
Yep, 12 gauge stranded. Now it's 310 feet.
Oh yeah, 12 gauge is good. That's good. Good for power handling and good for bandwidth.
Yeah, it should be fine because the ladder line was 12 gauge and that had no issue when I went out there. I forgot who I was telling. The funny thing is you would think that other wire, when it burnt up, you would think it would be burnt closer to the feed point. It was the opposite the feed point. It was on the other side of the loop. So that's above my pay grade on why that happened, but it didn't happen at the feed point.
Well, you can kind of say the spot where it burned up was the point where it got the best or the worst of all possibilities. Too much voltage, too much current, all in one, and it resonated in that one spot on your antenna at that frequency. So. Yeah, I mean, the stuff that you had before was definitely way too thin. That was the, 100 watts or less kind of stuff. You start putting, 400 or 500 watts or more into it, yeah, that's going to incinerate that. So this 12 gauge is like the extreme opposite. This is nice and, that's real heavy for an antenna wire.
Yeah, I don't expect a meltdown like we almost had. So hope everyone had a great day. Weekend's almost here. It's going to be a washout for us, John.
Yeah, I saw that. The Saturday and Sunday rain.
Saturday for us. So I'm hoping probably Friday to get the grass cut. I'm going to put it down in the lowest position, and I'll probably cut it once or twice more before winter sets in. But anyhow, we'll see how things go here. It hasn't been growing a whole lot, but still, it's fall, and I'd like to get everything put away and everything taken care of before winter comes in.
Yeah, that makes sense. Get the last cuts in before the season ends. I've been lucky in the front. The front of our property, it kind of gets a lot of shade, so the grass doesn't grow too great over there. And that one, I've got lucky. I haven't had to cut too much this year. Whereas in the back, it gets kind of full sun, and the grass grows pretty damn good back there. I cut a bunch of times there this year, but I think the last week was probably going to be the last cut of the year. I hope.
Yeah, my lawn guy stopped coming. It's not growing anymore. He'll come. He'll probably come mid-November. There's going to be so many leaves. I'm not used to this. There's easily 100, 120, 200, anywhere between 150 and 200 trees on the property. It's going to be a mess.
Yeah. Well, you could always get a blower out, do half the job, get it all maybe you have a spot where you could blow it into a mulch pile.
Get one of those suckers that shreds it and bags it.
The landscaper can have the sucker. I'm not doing anything, man. Nothing. He's cheap. $500, and I don't have to lift a rake. Let him at it.
That's for the season?
No, well, that's for the cleanup, the one day when they come and do all the leaves. He'll be here 4 hours.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it ain't cheap on the East Coast there, DJ.
No, and the 500 is cheap for a fall cleanup for this much property, so I'm happy with it. Man, what is he? He's $50 a week, and that's just cutting the grass, blowing everything, and maintaining the flower beds for weeds.
$15?
50 a cut.
Oh, okay, 50. Okay. Even that's still cheap.
Yeah, 50 a cut's not bad.
Yeah, he's not bad. He's the guy I had at the smaller house, so I think he felt bad marking me up too much because I've been with him for 10 years.
Well, you'd be surprised. There's a lot of landscapers that deal with deadbeat customers or customers that give them a hard time about getting paid. So I guess when you're a reliable paying customer, they tend to take care of those people more, which they should. If you're a good customer, there should be some kind of, I wouldn't say reward, but some kind of concession for that,
Loyalty.
Yeah, he's, I don't know, man. I think he loses money because for the last 4 years, in the old house, I only had him cutting the front lawn because, what was that? Okay. Oh, that was a dog barking. I only had him cutting the front lawn because I had all the radials in the back. And I had coax, so I cut the back, he cut the front. He wouldn't even bill me till the end of the summer. He'd be like, all right, you owe me $300 for the summer. And even here now, I think I paid him, I moved in August 2nd, and I paid him once. He did a separate job for me where I paid him that day, but for the maintenance, I paid him one time.
That's pretty good. I had a guy like that when I lived in Nashville. He was very, very affordable, and he was very thorough, and a really good, just a good landscaper overall. And we always paid him on time. Most of the time, we paid him early, ahead of schedule. And he told us one time, he's like, you're one of my best customers. And he started telling me the story about how he's even got, large customers, commercial customers, that have larger properties that, they dick him around with payment, they make him wait and stuff like that, so he appreciated that we took care of him. And we appreciated him because he was so affordable that, it didn't make sense to even do the landscaping anymore. I used to do it myself. We had a couple of acres, and I didn't mind it. I kind of enjoyed it a little bit, but after a while, the lawn tractor started to fail, and it just got to the point where it didn't make sense. And he came along, and that was it. We used him for a while. So loyalty is definitely a good thing.
Well, that's the only thing I have left to do is cut the grass and maintain the yard. So it gives me something to do now that not on the farm and retired and everything. So I kind of look forward to it. But by the time fall comes, I'm pretty well done with grass cutting. I kind of want to get it done and over with. But when spring comes and get that first grass cut and how it smells, oh boy, that's beautiful.
I just had a static crash that went up to minus 70.
Well, you better check the weather maps, make sure you got nothing over you.
Yeah, there's nothing over me, but it is southeast of Philly. And way out there.
I have it, where do I have it here? On the lightningmaps.org. Okay, Davenport, what do we got here? Iowa City, Davenport, that's what I have off to the west, but I don't see anything to the east of me other than out in the Atlantic.
Yeah, that's all I have. Out in the Atlantic, east of Philadelphia, southeast.
Yeah, if you got no storm activity, another thing it could be is interference from your AC turning on, or some electrical appliance in the house that's heavy duty, that's draws a lot of amperage. It might be causing that little pop initially. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. Could be a neighbor, because there's no AC on now. It's chilly up here.
383 KBC, bottom of the hour.
KB2 UKA, and I think my time is short here. I just got the infamous text message. When are you coming up?
Well, I'm about ready to cut the cord here as well.
Well, then we may as well say adieu. I'm tired anyway. All right, John, good to hear you, man. Booming in, and I don't mean that lightly. And DJ sounded marvelous as usual. So I'll say 73 to both of you. I'll listen out. Go ahead, John.
All right, Doug. Yeah, and DJ said he's checking out too. All right. Well, yeah, good signal. I mean, everything sounds great here. You got a good signal. So, from my standpoint, you got everything working okay with the antenna. As long as you can throw, legal limit into it without any issues, then you're good to go. And DJ, okay, sounds good. Yeah. Hopefully we'll catch up in the morning. Same station, same time.
Yeah, I just shut everything down here. Yeah, Doug, watching the stream and listening. Man, I do sound good. I really like how Art got this thing set up. So I have not touched it and going on. Well, going to be two years this March coming up or something like that, or is it going to be 3 years? I kind of forget now. Maybe 3 years. Yeah, golly, time goes by when you're having fun.
Marvelous.
Yeah.
Would make up for my looks.
Yeah, I think it's 3 years, DJ. Because let's see, I've had the Anon. I think January is going to be 1 year I had the Anon. I had the Sun for a year. Before the Sun, I had the Flex 500, and I've known you since then. So, yeah, I think it's 3 years.
Yeah, I went into the hospital to have that papillary renal cell carcinoma tumor burned off by ablation. And that's when Nate texted me that he had the Anon for sale, and he's offering it to me first. So that was February 4th of 2021, I believe.
Yeah, so it's going to be 3 years. All right. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to shut the stream down. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. You have a great night. KB2 UKA 99 73.
Hey, Doug, will that be available for a replay later on?
It'll be available immediately, and it'll be up there forever.
Okay, cool. I'll roll back and check it out in a little bit. Great evening, DJ. Have a great evening. 7-3s to both of you from KC2QMA.
All right. Take care, John. Good night, DJ. KB2 UK clear.